Well, that's how we start this segment of the interview. I know Twitter and the socials have been buzzing because of these two guests I have with me. Now, we think, in fact, we all agree that the internet has changed the way news is produced, who produces it, and how it eventually gets distributed. Now, news spreads faster than non-traditional media than before. In the past, we used to see the likes of, Loius Tshakwane as well as Putco, Mafani of this world doing the road shows before and during football matches to hype up the so-called big derbies. Now, it's up to people called prosumers, or producer consumers in short, and influencers of social media posts. Tonight I thought it would be quite nice and interesting to speak to the evolution of the public relations practitioner, as it were. Joining me is Vusi Ntimane as well as Thulani Thuswa from Mamelodi Sundowns. Gentlemen, welcome to the program. Thulani, that's what happens. You get late, you don't have your shows on air. Yeah, Vusi was prompt, and I said, let's go. He was prompt. Let us start with you, though, Thulani.
I was fixing my Thomas backstage.
Speaking with Thomas backstage.
Thomas Mlambo. No, I was fixing my Thomas Mlambo. I didn't want to come here and show you things, you know.
You see, and that's what this part of the interview is about, actually. It's the wit that comes with you guys. And I say the wit that comes with you guys because it's evolved, hasn't it, Thulani? From the days when we used to go to stadiums or to road shows, as it were, when teams were coming to your town, people like yourself, the old school guys, Abo Putco, Abo Louis, Goldfingers, all those people, that's what they did. They hyped up everything, and that was what it was about.
And I think, you know, the market changes, it grows, just like hip-hop. Hip-hop grows. You remember Jay-Z was rapping about, you know, what you remember about those days. Yeah. Now he changed. He's now rapping about things that are thought-provoking. So the same thing with, you know, this practitioner that we're doing. You have to evolve with the time with your consumer. The social media, radio is still there, TV is still there, but people want current news. People want, I think even the consumer is getting smarter. They want to know about the tactics. They want to get inside the change room and get inside the coaches and players' minds. So back in the days, you could just go to a station and say, Chomza, for like 20 minutes, you know. You've got 4 minutes interview. You must at least talk about your product, the price, the place, you know, talk about where people can buy tickets and what you're promoting. So things have changed.
Yeah, Vusi, you in the forefront of possibly one of the busiest handles I can call it. I mean, that's a fact. Well, you were in the forefront of one of the busiest handles in as far as the socials are concerned, in particular, that's Cape Town City. I remember when you first moved to Cape Town, you were also in charge of the Putco City. Both those handles are probably the most liked in the country when you're behind them. How did you get into it? Because I always say some of us are failed sportsmen and women. Maybe I had a broken knee, which I had, because I could be playing rugby for the Springboks. But, you know, we didn't want to give up the passion, and that's why we got into it. How did you start?
No, I think Loius Tshakwane, Mr. Goldfinger, and Putco Mafani influenced a lot. And then when I moved to Alex, I had an opportunity with my man Piri. He said, "Can you help me with the social media?" And I said, "No, let me try it." So I started to take stats, and from there, Alex United at the SABC Municipal took me over, and then from there I saw something that I think this is the right way to go. And then came Players Union, and then I didn't even last 6 months, and then I was at Putco City. So I saw that there's something that we can work on, and then I took my chances, and then I was in Cape Town.
And a lot of people, I would say, and I think we can all agree, a lot of people take it for granted. They think you're just the thumb-sucking things, you press buttons, you fetch pictures, you put memes, but you actually need to know, like you're saying, Thulani, the brand which you're representing, and that is why possibly you two are one of the best in the business, isn't it?
Yes, you need to know football, even the rules, because the questions that you get sometimes, anything happens today in a match, you need to know what's happening. If you don't know, they will ask questions, and if you don't answer, they will say, now Vusi is a celebrity, doesn't answer us anymore. So you need to be on your toes with everything. You need to watch football, especially South African football. You need to watch it. You need to know the rules.
PSL, literally all the way down.
All the way down. Even the SAB, they can even ask you SAB League, and then you need to know something. So you need to be on your toes. You need also to know the tactics, as Thulani said. You need to know what the coach is playing, who's playing. That's why they need to know behind the scenes in the change room, especially the change room staff, with the players laughing in the training. So the more time you spend with the coach and the players, you have more content to work on.
So we got some of the content that we are on air right now that our viewers can see. Here's a question. Do you guys sit in a boardroom with your team? Anyone of you can answer and say, yeah, no, today we're going to go after that particular handle, or you plan ahead and say, yeah, this weekend we play against Kaizer Chiefs if you're Sundowns, and you make sure that you hammer them, because it is a bit of a warfare, isn't it? And now to reach your fans, it's on the socials. It's no longer on the roads, is it?
Well, you see, also I think the industry has to be ready for that.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you might say the wrong thing. You know, you might upset a few people. It's acceptable. I mean, it's allowed.
Yeah.
Putco, Mafani, Loius Tshakwane, Alex Tshakwane used to do it in the days, but on radio.
Yeah.
And people didn't get a chance to play it over and over again. Mm-hmm. But on social media, you're able to, some nice friendly banter with teams that obviously will allow that banter.
And a lot of people don't think, and a lot of people think that you guys are actually foes. They literally think you hate each other.
No. You see, here's the thing. You will see Julius Malema talking to President Cyril Ramaphosa in the corner there, you know. But what we present there is what the fans expect, you know. People expect us, to be foes, like you say.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we are building a brand. We're also building football.
Yeah.
And the main objective for us is to build football, is to take football to a larger consumer. Yeah. That's why you find sometimes we'll collaborate on press conferences or collaborate on certain things, because we want to grow the brand of your brand, but also football more in general. I think those days are gone where you find a PRO trying to sell themselves more than the brand. Now we're selling football and our brands. Yeah. It's not about ourselves.
We're running out of time. Gone are the days where you wait for a press conference now to answer. Gone are the days where you wait for a telephone call. As it stands right now, if something happens, you have to be on top of it, and you literally have to have the answers. And you mentioned this before. The landscape has changed fundamentally, Vusi.
Yes, I think it has changed. I think the journalists need to really up their game, because now they are falling behind. Now they have nothing to report, because the team, if we announce a player today, we don't wait for them to do a press conference, because if you wait for that, there's no time. You need to put it out there to the people, and you know them. If you want to wait, they will already have the breaking news, so you want to do it now. So at where I was working at Cape Town City, what we did, we had a little bit of brainstorming quickly, and then we will plan how we're going to announce it. In less than 5 hours, you need to produce, cut clips, produce, and make sure that you announce it as soon as possible before anyone gets what's happening.
And how important is it to have, or how, in fact, let me rephrase the question, how do you then swell that fan base? How do you keep that thirsty fan base, well nutritioned? Because on a daily, one will go up to any one of your handles and wants to see the latest. And you can see some people saying, that administrator is boring. Let's follow such. Does it play a role in fans per se coming to a particular team, or is that, well, we just want to follow wherever we like?
Here's the thing: you can't sell toothpaste if you've got no teeth, right? So you have to be on the pulse. Yeah. You have to know what's happening in football and with your brand. And the fans, when they come to your handle or they come to your website, they want to see what's the breaking news or latest things. And I think as a media officer or as a PR practitioner, you must always be informed, so that your fans are also informed. And I think the biggest thing is to educate them. Yeah. The reason why you see clubs now posting the injury updates, you protect the coach, so that when they don't see so and so playing, they can know that so and so is injured. So it must be informative, comical at times, but I think the biggest thing is to inform your supporters and educate them. Okay,
Vusi, let's wrap it up with you as well. Literally, we've got 30 seconds because we just need to catch up on the COSAFA match currently underway. We've been following you throughout the day. People said when you said you were coming here, they want you to know, where's Vusi going, because you have parted ways with Cape Town City, and I heard you were in Randburg.
No, I think Thulani maybe might answer that. I don't know where I'm going. Maybe I need to consult him, and maybe he will be my manager from today, because I have so many calls, so many WhatsApp. Even my DM is full.
His DM is buzzing.
I don't know where I'm going.
Yeah,
but am I available?
We're starting a band.
You're starting a band.
We're starting a band.
Vusi Ntimane as well as Thulani Thuswa. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. Let's stick around. Let's put some football on the screen, because it is COSAFA, obviously, currently right now. And I was going to ask you how you feel about Mafani, but I don't think it's probably the wise idea. So far, let's speak about COSAFA. Yeah. What do you think of the football? We've been having the conversation that maybe we should not be, South Africans don't like COSAFA, but then you see the results. Should we take it seriously?
We should. I want to, piss people off, but listen, I believe that Bafana should have taken their strongest team here and prepare for the AFCON with this one here.
Yeah.
You see Zimbabwe and other teams who are also in the AFCON, they've got their strongest teams here, and they are it's part of the preparation process for the AFCON, you know. So I think that Bafana should have done better, but I'm not so disappointed with how they played, because it was the young boys.
It is the under-23 team, Vusi.
Yeah. There's no under-23 team. It's a Bafana team that lost, now playing plate or whatever.
Plate final.
I think they should have went with the strongest team and go and prepare, because now I heard today or yesterday they said the coach is not sure how many friendly games is going to get before and then after, if something goes wrong, we'll come back, they say, no, we didn't have enough time.
True.
But remember, PSL, and thanks to everyone, I think they allowed him time to prepare, because the league ended earlier.
Yeah, Vusi Ntimane as well as Thulani Thuswa. I'll call you officially media practitioners, online media practitioners.
We can't be PROs anymore. PROs are old people. They dance and they make noise.
Yeah, thank you very much, gentlemen, for joining me right here on SABC News Channel. Unfortunately, that's how we have to come to the end of tonight's program.